I'm high functioning dysfunction. So I look like I got my shit together. You don't know it, but I do. Welcome to When Two Heriveaux Heal podcast.
Brought to you by not only our generational trauma,
but also by our generational strength and joy. Come take this journey with us as we choose to live our best life and heal. Hi, welcome to When Two Heriveaux Heal podcast. This is our first episode and so excited about it. We've come a long way for this to come to fruition, and with all the bloops and whatever happens, welcome.
welcome.
So you have two hosts today. I'm your host, Rose Lore, but my social media tag is Haitian Rose. And my co-host is Saida.
Yes. My handle is Sai the Creative.
Sai the Creator. Yes. So we're family, and we decided that it was important to talk about mental health, and we would get on calls together and just have sessions on what tools we found for the day that could help us, or if we're finding tools, or just checking in on each other to see where our mental's going. And we realized that the whole world needs this.
Absolutely.
We realized that we should just be transparent and share this journey with everybody. So welcome to Two Heriveaux Heal, meaning that this is going to be a platform for transparency, for healing generational curses, and building legacy, and healing traumas. So we want to invite all of our new followers that are to come to join us in that journey.
Yes. And this is also a place of accountability. Like we said, we're going to be introducing a lot of tools. So that just helps us stay accountable with our mental health and make sure we're checking in to use our tools and, always staying on that healing journey. We may never be completely healed, but we can always be focused on that healing journey. So that's what we're here to do together, is heal together, Two Heriveaux Heal, and we're here to bring that to our audience. So thank you for joining us.
Yay! Clap, clap, clap in that tea. So we're going to go into this first episode with a little bit of finding out who we are. We are Heriveaux through our mother's side. So my mother and Saida's mother are sisters.
Yes.
Yes.
Share the same grandmother.
The same grandmother, Milia Castel Heriveaux.
Yes.
And so we're excited that we can just have this platform for our family. And eventually, as we open up, it'll, invite other family members to take their journey on sharing and finding how we could all just really grow, because mental health and health is wealth.
Yes.
Yeah.
The riches. And we have a huge family. So for some reason, we all have this special sauce that links us as family. So I'm loving that the Two Heriveaux are healing, and we're bringing all of our family into the mix just to stir that secret sauce and
share. Oh my God.
Everybody.
For real. You are so right about that. Our family's really big, and everybody in the family has not a little dim of a light, like such a heavy light that shines bright individually.
Yes.
And when we all get together, it's just crazy.
Magnifies.
It magnifies for sure. And I think other people outside of our family, when they come around us, they pick up that energy, that aura that we naturally give.
Yeah. And it brightens them up. But I love it because we just bring people into the fold and we love on everybody. So it's just joy.
It is. It is. That's one great thing that I could say about our family, is that we have this tight unit that really is about life, like really about partying, really about just living it up to the fullest.
Dancing.
And yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, of course.
So, not only about just our family, but individually, I think is what really brought us here.
Yes.
So, I think I'd like to walk into a little bit of what made me go on a healing journey or like this first. And then you could elaborate too what you think or explain to our viewers and listeners how they are coming into their healing place. So, like, what was the catapult to get them there? I think I was living so highly dysfunctional, functional,
I've been
that I
there.
forgot to function for me. I was people pleasing.
Hmm.
So I really don't know when the crash happened, but I know it started during COVID.
Hmm.
2020 is when everybody stopped and you had to sit with yourself. And I feel like that opened Pandora's box little by little, and then I was out. So
Hmm.
for me, I took my mental health seriously during COVID because I had to sit in my shadow, and I had to, you know, talk to the little girl that needed a lot of love and a lot of healing. And it could make me look crazy because other people that do not understand that kind of verbiage, it sounds crazy. It sounds bananas. But life is really that bananas. And I didn't even understand that terminology where they say if you don't heal the inner child in you, then that inner child will always come haunting you as an
Hmm.
adult.
My goodness. I've
Mm.
never heard that, but it's so true.
Yeah, I that is what got me. I'm like, oh, maybe I am burying, or I'm not ready to like unleash this girl. I don't want to really. I thought, she's sitting back here, but she would always come up at times to be like, no, I need your attention. Um, and so I had to take heed of that call, which brought me closer to God. Um, so the little trauma girl always finds ways, however the trauma happens to you, um, to find validation or to find what love is or to be seen or to be protected. And I found out that I had all of those things that needed to be addressed. And that's why I said I was living a dysfunctional, functional life. And then it just crashed at the point where I had to not be dysfunctional anymore because they can't, one's going to want to take over, one's going to want to take more power. And so when you address your shadow, you align them to just live together.
Hmm.
So what I took from that was I had to not follow, but go back and see this little girl that's hurt, what caused her pain, why I get triggered for certain things, address why, heal from it, remind her that I'm present as a woman now and that I have control and power to make our journey better and healthier. Um, so neuroscience and neuroplasticity will be in this conversation as we go, but that's my intro to getting a therapist, then stopping therapy, doing it's literally a lot of work on your own.
Yeah.
But the tools like your therapist, like your your doctor, um, your PCP, family, if they are on the same journey as you and understand, like, because you need tribes, like I feel with you that we're connecting this tribe to um, get what you're going through, not just empathy wise, but just like get it. So even if I don't sympathize with you, I'm going to be empathetic with you to let you sit in it, but let you know that I'm still there, even though I don't get it. Like, because no
Yes.
one's going to get your trauma but
No.
you.
Yeah. And how it affects you. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love how you brought up inner child. That's something that I need to work on. I don't even remember my childhood. I just remember my teenage years. So it's like I don't remember life until about 14. But like if I go back and look at pictures, then yeah, I can like recall. But my inner child, like the best years of my life was when I was 17 years old. So that's kind of where I go with my inner child. But I'm like, that's kind of a red flag because maybe I need to go further back
Mm,
and remember
mm-hmm,
when I was 4 years old. But
mm-hmm.
that's
No, and I totally understand that where you are on that, because there's certain parts of my milestone that I don't remember. But then I went back while I was going back. Like I said, it opens Pandora's box. So I ended up, mem- being in memory of things that happened at 5, 6. Then there's a gap at 8, 9, 10. I don't remember certain things. And then, 11, 12, 14 for sure. But like the crucial part was like the 5 and 6 year old part. Um, so yeah, that part.
So that's what brought you here. What brought me here on my healing journey. I've been in therapy since like '09. So I've been having that accountability of talking to somebody, talking to a third party. But that looks different every year in every decade of my life. So although I've been in therapy for so long, that looks so different to me now at this age because I've gone through so many different life changes. And it brought me here, but I'm happy to be in community with you because that's something that I haven't always had. So I'm trying to like grow community and build community, and I think this is a great place to start.
I know.
So I'm trying to use these tools, these healthy coping skills to basically build the life of my dreams because I've also done those people pleasing and fawning and just being the most responsible person that I can be. But it's like I need to actually sink into my body and feel. It took me to like the age of 30 to understand what a boundary is and to understand the difference between a feeling and a thought. So
Mm,
now that I know, I can't go back. And so I'm just trying to surround myself with people that also use those tools and also understand like therapy think. Not even therapy speak, but like therapy think. Therapy helps you
mm,
think a certain way. So
mm.
I appreciate that you've been therapized in therapy. So I think that's what's linking us on this level. And I love it.
I love it too, because if you are trying to live in your pursuit of happiness, you have to be the healthiest mind, body, and soul. And the mind is like the foundation that controls everything else, your body and your spirit. So if our mind isn't right, then we can't find, sit with ourselves and become our better person. So I like that you said that too. Being able, I use the word a lot when I'm with my girlfriends now. I used to be like, I'm present, because
Mhm.
I'm an overthinker. I'm a Virgo, and I don't care if people don't believe in astrology. This is not for debate. It's not for debate.
Not at all.
Not at all, because God is omnipotent. So it's the creator of all. So astrology has a place and a time for its
Literally the
purpose.
time.
And we're going to talk about that, quantum leaping and neuroscience. So, and you said something. You said neurotherapy.
Neuroplasticity.
What?
Neuroplasticity.
No, you said something before that, like neurotherapy or something
Oh,
therapy.
therapy think.
Therapy think.
Yes.
Yes. Clock that. That's
Clock
gonna be our
it.
next word of the day.
Yes,
Therapy
yes,
think is a good one.
yes.
Um, we do have the word of the day, but we'll talk about that later. But
Yep.
right now, therapy think hit a good spot in my brain because neuroscience and neuroplasticity is all about therapy thinking, where you rewire your mind, rewire your thoughts, and how that plays with our nervous system. So hopefully in our future episodes, we'll have specialists that, know a little bit more about that, can come and join us on this platform. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
We sure do.
We sure do. I love it for us. So good. Um, Yeah, I love that. Therapy thinks. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to get into the word of the day now?
Yes.
Okay.
So we for every episode we'll have the word of the day.
If you're enjoying this episode and want to see more of the podcast, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Two Heriveaux Heal. That's TWOHERIVEAUXSHEAL and become part of our healing community.
And the word of the day is could be inspired by anything. It could be current events or just something that was downloaded by the spirit for us to talk about. And what's crazy is it was downloaded by the spirit by the both of us. By the both of us.
Yes.
You know that God is in the building because we literally, I was like, yeah, we got, she's like, what about word of the day? We didn't even focus on that. I'm like, I saw our notes and I'm like thinking of quickly what could be the word of the day. And I was like, oh my God, dream. So the word of the day is dream. And it was inspired and downloaded to me by just coming off of MLK, Martin Luther King Day, and how he was the first, like growing up and learning about Black history, he was the first revolutionist to stand up on giving dream a platform for humans or just beings to be able to think bigger than what societal norms put us in the boxes. And dream to me hit me because when you're healing your inner child, that's when you feel all these whimsical dreams. You're able to rest. You don't have the stress of adulthood, and you can just sit back and daydream and dream away. And you're able to just really be in a state of creativity when you're dreaming, right? And I want to go back to that. Ashe. That's my
That's
phone.
a
Sorry.
quick
That's what's my.
message.
Let me put that down now. Jesus. Oh, and it's 111 on the 10th.
Yes.
Thank you. God is with
Okay,
us.
God is in the building.
God, Ashe. Oh shoot. So I wanted to go back to being a dreamer. I am a dreamer. I'm a visionary and a dreamer and a healer. And I almost had that taken away from me because I was lost in translation of depression, anxiety, um, trauma, dysfunction. And so all of those words I had to eliminate to start thinking positive. So being a dreamer only has positive things that you can only tap into. So it unplugs the anxiety or depression or anything negative thinking or like the lack of mindset, not being worthy mindset. When you're dreaming, you're in a state of high vibration, and I just want to be at that level again and have no, yeah, like Martin Luther King. I had a dream, I have a dream, I have a dream, and he has a dream. That dream is for love, and love always should win. And so I want to be present and microdose my dream.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
I do.
Like every day, every moment, you're just going towards that dream. And you
Yeah.
were talking about neuroplasticity, and the way I think of that in neuroscience, it like expands our capacity. So if you're microdosing your dream piece by piece, you're just going to keep expanding until you reach that dream.
Oh my God. And that's where you unplug from anxiety because you're not thinking way in the future, which would be me. I was still in the past, in the present, and in the future. So my brain could not it does everything, even though I am a multitasker and they call it something and I can't remember. Multi something. But I'll figure that out later and we'll talk about it when I remember because I'm a bird brain. But being able to just be present and focus on what makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Rose came up with the word dream, and I was like, oh my God, that's perfect because I wanted to talk to her about the word dream. because I'm reading this book, The ABCs of Self-Love. I got it from Five Below. Five
I
Below
love
has
it.
the best books and workbooks. So,
I
if,
love Five Below.
yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Maybe in the future we'll get them to be on our podcast to market us.
I would love that.
Yes.
Well, the letter for D is daily dream. And basically, the exercise is like a journal prompt, but you set an alarm for 15 minutes every single day to just dream for 15 minutes. And then you do it with a friend and you text each other what you dreamed that day. And I'm like, Rose, why would you come up with the word dream? That's exactly what I wanted to do with her. I
Oh,
wanted us to text each other and tell each other our dreams.
oh my God.
That was perfect. And you would love this book because the letters, I know one of them is about being present, and it said guilt, gratitude over guilt.
Mm.
And that just means like instead of feeling guilt for the present or guilt for the past, you can just feel gratitude in the present. And you can use your senses to be like, I'm grateful for the things that I see. I'm grateful for the things that I'm touching. I'm grateful for the things that I'm tasting, smelling, hearing, all of that. So I think that would really help. And then also, people say that your mind can be in the past, present, or future, but your body is always going to be in the present. And when I heard that, it really put things into perspective because being in the present moment is what solves a lot of my issues. Just remembering that I'm safe right here, right now, nothing is happening. And it's like, it's my mind wandering away from me. But when it comes to dream, like you said, it's only a positive thing because the opposite of a dream would be a nightmare. And that's not our word of the day. Our word of the
Right.
day is dream.
Dream.
So, like you said, that's always a positive thing. And it's forward thinking, but you're also in the present, like micro dosing on your dream. So, I'm here today, micro dosing and building that capacity to be who I am in the future.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that 100%. And I, I just can't even think that if people think that coincidences are that's not a coincidence. Like
No,
that was not a coincidence for us.
that was a message sent by the creator.
Sent by the creators to confirm a lot of our things.
Yeah,
Not even gonna cap on that.
right.
What's funny is that I was gonna go live on my TikTok, but I'll do it next time. But um what I was gonna say about that, the book, I love Five Below, and I never even thought about that. And so it's affordable, so people
Yes,
can go um, get the book, and we'll have different books like that because we're readers too, and
yeah,
because those are considered tools.
yes.
Um, and I love that you said the being present. What helps you get out of the past or even thinking forward is being present, but then gratitude, being grateful helps you elevate in your vibration, literally, because
Mm-hmm.
one of my manifestation or meditation, I should say, apps, he starts off like fake a smile.
Mm.
Faking the exercise of even putting a smile on your face automatically sends a sign to your brain, to your neurals that I want to be happy. Like so you're faking the funk. And I know people will debate me about faking it to make it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no wrong way to get to the right way. There are
Right.
many ways, baby.
Happiness, period.
So with my um history, or I should say from my experience,
Mm-hmm.
faking it to make it helps me not getting out of the feeling because my feeling feels dumpy, especially in the winter. I have winter blues. Why do I have winter blues, Rose Lore? Oh, because I lost my mother in November. So starting in Thanksgiving time, I really am not really in the holiday spirit. But because I do like being with my family, it brings joy. I
Mm-hmm.
get hyped for it, fake it, because deep in my heart, I'm like, remembering my mother and I want to mourn her the whole time, but obviously that's not healthy, people. So faking it or being present and being grateful. So my gratitude was, oh, I get to eat with my family or I'm still alive. Like those micro dosing, like you said, is so, so important. And those are steps and tools to help you out of the gutter, to help you out of the dark space. You do have to fake it to make it, because there were a lot of days where I couldn't get out of bed. Like, I functioned the whole week or the whole weekend at work, did what I have to do. But as soon as I got home behind closed doors, I
Mhm.
couldn't function. I knew that I didn't have to play on for anybody anymore. I was by myself, and I would want it to be in bed all the time. I didn't want to do the fun things that I like to do. So at that time of my darkness, I had to find the smallest things to be grateful for, to chisel me out of, oh, I feel better today because I thought about how petting my cat made me happy and not focusing on shoveling the snow or something.
Mhm.
And rewiring our brain,
Yeah.
rewiring our thoughts.
Yeah. And like what you were saying, I think sometimes we can bring the past into the present because you can be like, because I've lost loved ones too.
Yeah.
So even like using myself for an example, I could be like, I have a piece of my loved one with me, and I'm bringing
Mm,
it into this family function today. I'm
mm,
actually the same way when it comes around Thanksgiving. Like I'm not a holiday spirit kind of girl, but I'm a very festive person. So like I love the winter, I love snow, and I love gathering with my family. But also that can like trigger me. So it's like
mm.
this balance, this tightrope, and I have to work on the same things every year too.
Yeah. And I like the word that you use, trigger, because and that will be another time that we could like dissect that word. But even if you are not thinking about something that could cause you pain, someone outside of you or being in a smell that can
Mhm.
trigger your olfactory and make you triggered about something traumatic that happened to you. So
Mhm.
you never know what could be triggering to
Mhm.
you. And
Mhm.
that's why knowing yourself, knowing your boundaries, knowing what you could handle or what you would put up with, is important, because now I have boundaries too. I
Mhm.
have boundaries. My favorite word is no.
Mhm. Yes, clock that too.
Clap that seat.
Thank you for healing with us. Healing in community is what we're all about. Email us at twoherivauxheal@gmail.com. That's the number two, HERIVEAUXSHEAL@gmail.com. Send us your listener questions, healing stories, or any tools you may use on your healing journey. We'd love to hear from
Call me Krabby Patty, but I'm not
you.
crabby, but call me Protective Nancy, because I I protect my peace.
Yes.
I protect my body.
Yes.
I protect my mind, and I protect 100% my energy.
Yes. Yes.
So even if I feel like, for instance, we're not naming names, we're just saying an instance of something that happened. It was a family function that was going to happen, and I did not want to attend because of someone else that was going to be in attendance. This person caused me to be feel unsafe. They disrespected my boundary. They disrespected me as a woman and just me.
Mhm.
And back in the day, I would either pull it under the table, address it that way, and then keep it moving and continue on going to family functions and all the other stuff. But this time, my spirit was like, I don't have to do that. And I don't want to do it. And when I am over this feeling, then I can reintegrate myself in it. And it happened last year, but then this year, Thanksgiving, I was able to reintegrate myself to it. So I knew that I healed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that I took back my power. I knew that I was the one navigating my life, and the trauma of someone, forcing themselves to um, disrespect my boundary. I had to reclaim that.
Mhm.
Um, and that just changes. when you're doing the healing work too, it changes you who you are. You're not going to be the same. You can't be, because you're healing.
Yeah.
You're addressing things that don't sit right with you, and now you're aware of it. Once you're aware of it and work on it, accountability, like you
Yeah.
said, it's going to
Easy
drag you
accountability.
higher.
Hmm. I think boundaries give you a whole different sense of self-respect. It's like keeping a promise to yourself by enforcing your boundaries. And people don't think about this enough, but it was in your example as well. Boundaries are an inside job. It's like, what am I going to do if I get respected? It's not like, oh, this person better respect me. It's like, if I feel disrespected, what am I going to do? And in your example, you didn't go to the family function. And
Clocking.
your boundary.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But that is so right. And I wouldn't have known that unless I really knew me now. Now,
Hmm.
no one could come and say, yeah, you can call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I'm a healed bitch.
Yes,
I'm healing.
yes.
I'm healing.
And you care
And I
to.
care to. Right. But you're right, though. It's a work that has to come from within. And once you build that confidence within, you don't even have to say anything. I didn't. I never had to address anything then. Maybe the person in the future that invited the person, but but like my presence, but then my silence said what I needed to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bold. That's bold. And
She's
some,
scary.
well, better get ready.
Hi, how are you?
Here she comes.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Wait, you made me think of something like the body keeps the score. So it's
Mm,
like I may not even be thinking about like a trigger, but it's like my body remembers this date, and it's like putting me into high alert, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? And then I have to look at the calendar and be like, oh yeah, this is coming up to some
you're
scary
right.
date on the calendar that I've experienced, but it's
Yep.
like my body tells me first.
Immediately. That is so true. And I didn't pay attention to that either. But your body does keep score.
Mm-hmm.
And especially women, we keep our score in our root, in our sacral
Yeah.
chakra, holding trauma like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. And a lot of times, like October would come, I'll be fine. Then November hits, and I don't even know why. I'm like moody. I'm the Grinch didn't even come, but she's here now.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're so right about the body keeping tabs. And that's the left side of our brain. And that
Mm-hmm.
is part of the neuroscience. Learning our brain functionality helps us move out of those thinking or those trigger points.
Yeah.
So, what I learned, and I think we shared this off camera before, how the left side of your brain, it holds memory, it holds trauma, it holds um anxiety, it holds your ego.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of like your future panics, your anxiety and depression are all in your left side
That
thinking,
sounds like the logic part of your brain.
which is our logic part of our thinking. And so the right side, which we should balance it, is adventurous. It doesn't hold any memory of trauma. It's more like the childlike
Mm.
innocence on our
Yes.
right side of the brain, where we can dream, where we can be adventurous. We are dreamers on that side. We don't have fear on the right side of our brain. Fear is held in our left side. So whenever we are excited to like do something new, it's good because you're exercising the right side of your brain to be more present and help balance the fear of like doing the podcast. That
Yeah.
was very frightening for us because
Yeah.
we're obviously gonna be transparent. We obviously are gonna share real life experiences. And but we were still like, what's the bigger picture?
Yeah.
Number one, we're gonna heal. Number two, we're doing it together. Number three, we could only invite other people to heal.
Mhm.
Healing could only make us love ourselves more. So, and then make money with my girl. Hi, let's do this. So once I flipped that excitement to my right side, The fear of getting it right went out the
Mhm.
window. The fear of I'm not enough is out the window. The fear of um, am I going to say the wrong thing? Am I going to present the wrong way? It doesn't matter. Yeah, because we're here to
And
experience.
you can just flip it to the right side of your brain. That's so
Fl-
cool.
Flip it like a light switch.
Yeah.
And if we freaking knew this in school,
Mm-hmm.
we will all be abundant because
Yeah,
there would not be
exactly.
a focus on a bad day because you
Mm-hmm.
are already hopeful for what's coming. And
It's
if
like
you
being present. You're alive today, so that's a good day. Just
right,
grateful to be alive.
right, the small things. Yeah, enjoying the small things, being present for the small things. And if you're spiritual and not necessarily following a religion, but following the source and following God, um that allows God to move and show you the plan. The plan with God is to have the abundance of living on earth. So if we
Mm-hmm.
tap into that energy and it's only positive and love, then you can't go wrong. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to focus on hate or the drama or all this stuff because you're leaning on this side.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love it.
I do too. It's obviously healing is never going to end until we die or until you
Mhm.
choose not to continue to heal.
Yeah.
Um, because I found out I'm 48 and each milestone of my life, um, I found that I had to heal certain things, but the majority of it is when I chose to be my greatest. Now it's like, oh, you really have to visit what's going to hold you back, what's been holding you back, and really being ready to digest the truth about yourself
Mm-hmm.
because we could be very egotistical, and I'm going to speak for myself where I mean I'm a high functioning dysfunction, so I look like I got my shit together. You don't know it, but I do you know.
Same.
But then if you really want to live in your reality, then you can't be phony with that. You got to be transparent and real about it. Be like, okay, so outside I feel like I got it together, but when I'm inside I don't feel happy. Why is that? Who am I not having around me to uplift me, or what am I not doing for myself to uplift myself? And low key, I had close haters. Low key, I didn't know I hated myself, but I did at one point.
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
happens. Like that's normal.
To know that is because everybody was like, I'm I'm confident. I'm confident. I present very confident and I am a confident woman, but behind closed doors with my skeleton in the closet, I didn't
Hmm.
feel confident.
And that's normal, especially because we live in America. Like we read magazines, their whole point is to make us feel insecure. We watch the fashion shows,
That
their whole
part.
point is to make us feel insecure. So that's normal to have your low self-esteem era, and like growth is to come out of it, but I think we all start there.
Yeah. Not the growth self-esteem era. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
you're right. This is why our um platform will have to address, current events because
Hmm.
that's real. And being America, being Haitian American in America is a big thing. Being a minority in America and how
Hmm.
that plays, like you said, growing up. Um, growing up curvy, big
Hmm.
booty,
Hmm.
hips. I did not like that when I was growing up because of obviously I had some trauma, not obvious, but I had some trauma when I was younger that I held the baggage of if my body gives this attention, I don't want it.
Hmm.
But it wasn't my problem, but it was the problem that I didn't have a boundary because I was too young. But now that I am,
Hmm.
I create that boundary for me as a woman, and I still have those curves, and I have to still love myself and
Hmm.
not degrade myself because of that, even though now the whole fashion of getting body injections and just altering your body, and to each his own, and I have no negative things to say about that because it's your world, but
Hmm.
to be able to keep up, no pun intended, with the Kardashians or
Hmm.
whoever is not the true picture. Like you
No, I have a controversial hot take on this topic, and I think that you would appreciate
okay,
it.
okay, okay. Hi, if you are enjoying the show so far, tune in and follow us and subscribe on our Patreon. Be a part of our social media Uncut Conversations and follow for some tools and journaling for exploring at this podcast when two Heriveaux heal.
So I also grew up with a curvy body, like big butt, small waist, like all of that.
Period.
Well, yes. So
Look at
from
me
a
being a
young
creeper.
age-
Period.
So from a
And you
young
do,
age,
because it's a Heriveaux body
literally,
type.
like I get it from you,
It's
first
a
of all.
body type. Period.
So getting that attention from a young age did affect me, right? But like SZA, I love her. Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's I
obsessed
love
with
her
SZA.
down.
But she started off in a thin body and she
Yeah.
didn't like that body.
Right.
So now she's like having a thick body and she's like having thick girl attention. And I'm like, now I'm kind of smaller. So it's like, I feel like SZA and
You
I
switched
stroke.
the spot. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, she didn't grow up with that hurt of having a curvy body. And I'm like, that's controversial, you know?
Right. No. T. Okay, so we could put this on a Heriveaux fault for body type. Okay. The Heriveaux women, as Grandma, Rita,
Yes.
Auntie Lela, and all of us. Oh, we're putting names out there, but my mother's sisters, period. But this is a healthy way of using
So
the name.
funny.
Healthy ways.
We love
Our
them.
mother's side, they have booty, hips, small waist, and if you have bigger boobs, but the booty and the small waist is always gonna be there. Doesn't matter your archetype is gonna be there. You're gonna be like, what?
Yes.
So that is one thing that we had generationally passed down to us. And it was like a curse at first until you take that power back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you just get into your body and out of your head, and you also decenter that negative attention.
Right.
I've been decentering men. I've actually been decentering everybody.
People, me too.
Like everything.
Because low key, men or women, just because and that's not only me. I see this with our family, male or female. Heriveaux, because we have this light of like, I want to call it excitement or joy,
Yes,
whatever, right? We have a high attraction sexually, even though it could be just playfully flirtatious, but it just will automatically not trigger somebody, but like activate somebody to be like a girl, or even if they're not lesbian or if they're not heterosexual, they're gonna be like, something about this girl is sexy and sexual and the sex appeal. So that is something that we have that I was a negative thing, but when you grow into loving yourself, you take that as your power.
RuPaul calls it charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. CUNT.
Period.
I think we all have that, and it definitely attracts. Like people are so attracted to that uniqueness.
Yeah.
And I saw this video. It was saying that fascination is not friendship, and I'm like, fascination is not love either. Letting somebody be fascinated by you is not the same as reciprocation.
It is not. It's low key obsession.
Yes, fetishizing.
Fetishizing for sure.
Fetishizing your uniqueness.
Which everything could be has a duality and it can exist at the same time, right? So that being said, the duality of that is, help me with this one.
Okay.
Being able to just be sexual and like live into your space brings you power because you know what energy you provoke, but you have control in the narrative on how that's going to play out. If I got stuck on that thought, but is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So Regina Hall, which I love Regina Hall. I love her sense of humor.
I do too.
She's funny. But she said when she was filming The Best Man, you know how she had to do that lap dance scene?
Oh, yeah.
So she said a stripper like saw her practicing and she was like, no, I'll give you some tips. And one of the tips she gave Regina Hall was like, look in the mirror and dance until you turn yourself on.
Right.
Like that sexual energy, and I'm learning this right now. I can still have it even when I'm decentering everybody else because it's like, how do I feel sexy? How does my sexiness make me feel?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm focusing on now.
Right. And it's people make it negative, like I was trying to say with the fetishizing and all of
Mhm.
that, being obsessed over you. It could also be where, and that's where I lost my train of thought. That energy could also be positive with somebody that does adore you, that has so much adoration that they, use those terms towards you, but it's not in a negative way. It's
Yeah,
healthy. But then
yeah.
that could be flipped and become unhealthy because you thinking of other things that's not supposed to be thought of, or it's
So
not consensual.
yes, since we're on this topic, how do you feel about love bombing? Because because of my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, I'd be like, yeah, I deserve you should fall in love with me like the first day.
No,
But that's
period.
so unhealthy. Like, how do you feel about love bombing?
I feel like there's a balance that you could love bomb. Uh,
Mhm.
My phone, I put it down. I thought I turned it off. And when you hear that beep, I'm sorry, it's my phone, and
Yes,
I thought I
bitch.
put it on mute. You guys for listening. Um, I feel like love bombing could be healthy because if you don't love yourself and walk with that confidence, no one's gonna.
I'm so confused by love bombing, like the whole concept of it being a red flag. I think I
I
fall
feel
for
like
that red
the
flag every
intention
time.
behind it
Hmm.
is what love bombing can go wrong on.
Yeah.
Um,
If the person is a liar, then that's a red flag with their love
right.
bombing.
And a
But
gaslighter.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still trying to catch the balance of it because I think even when somebody is doing it innocently, they still might be fascinated, but they might not care about you. And that person love bombing you is going to be unhealthy in the long run, even though they don't seem like a manipulator or a bad person. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to understand it because I've experienced it and I fell prey to it. But I'm like, I don't really know what a healthy love is. So that's part of my healing journey as well.
Mm-hmm. No, but I think and that's why it's like a catch-22 when you're saying love bombing, because with using love, you can't, I feel like you can't use anything negative with that word. Like love is love by itself. So love bombing is, to me in my head, an overflow of love expression.
Mm-hmm.
But because of someone's intention, if that person's a narcissist or if that person has bad intentions for you, then they're using that love to be bombing, like, be love bombing on you and gaslighting you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard for me to use love in a negative connotation, to me,
Mm-hmm.
when love is meant to elevate and bring security and bring this, you know, euphoric feeling and action. So I find that people gaslight you in love, but use that term. But love bombing really, to me, can't be.
I like how you're putting that, how you can't associate a negative thing with love. And like to add to your point, I think not just only if somebody has bad intentions for you, but if somebody has no intentions for you and they're
Right,
doing that like love bombing or whatever,
right,
like I think that's also a red or negative thing or a
right.
red.
No, a red flag too. I agree with you. Um, and I feel like maybe you haven't experienced love. Okay, I'm not going to speak for you. When you say you haven't experienced love, do you mean in a partnership or in general, like love as full, the wholeness?
I would say a healthy love because I told you like I didn't know what a boundary was until I was 30. I didn't know the difference between a feeling and a thought. So I'm just now getting into my healthy self. So any attachment that I had prior to this, it was unhealthy. So
Mm-hmm.
I've just never had healthy love because I haven't really been a healthy person. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't even had a healthy self-love, so I couldn't have a healthy romantic love.
That is so good. That's so good. Yeah. So when you made the decision, or when you make a decision to love yourself, then it automatically forces you to see what real love is going to look like, or invite real love
Yes, yes.
or healthier love relationships.
because the way you love yourself is how you teach other people to love you.
Absolutely. Yeah. The most important thing. That's why they say I am the I am. You have to know the I am, who you are, in love to before anybody else could know who you are.
Like RuPaul said, if you don't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna
You're
love
gonna love
somebody
somebody else. I love that. You know
Can
he
I
has
get
a
an
hoodie.
amen?
We should get that hoodie and then get him on here. We're gonna put that in the Universal Gaia, bring it
It's
back to
our
us.
dream.
Yes, we want RuPaul Dream on our The Two
Yes.
Heriveaux Heal podcast. I love
Yeah.
that. That's so funny that you said that because he has the hoodie and I'm like, I love this. And he's a great leader or like prototype
Like a role model?
on RuPaul's a great prototype on self-love.
Absolutely.
Like
Yes.
he's the best prototype because number one, he's living authentically himself. Being able to have a whole movement on being yourself, whether in drag, whether you know, in the LGBT
Yes.
community. I said QUA, all of them, but all of the above. But because of respect to
We love
our
them.
community, but he's a great prototype to be like, you have one life to live and be yourself. Love the transition, love the down moments, the dark side, the light side, and just
Every step of the way.
every step of the way. And then, a matter of fact, he says to put some sprinkle on it. A matter of fact, so do it all garish, like do it all out. Don't hold
Yes.
no bars. Wear the feathers. Do it all.
Yes.
I love it.
Me too.
So good. So we're dreaming,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We're gonna be taking this dream and let it go out into the atmosphere and just go crazy.
Yes.
What do you want to add for closing with the dream and this episode?
Well, I just want to say, if you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Thank you for
Clap that.
listening with us. And we hope to have some interaction. So leave us some comments in the comment section below, wherever we may be on your social media. So, yeah, thank you. And thank you for the conversation, Rose. This was very nice.
Oh my God, Saida. It was amazing. This is our first episode, and to many more.
Yes, cheers.
I know you have your tea and I have apple juice almost done, but cheers to us.
Yes.
I just am so grateful to do this journey with you. I'm so grateful for our podcast. Today enlightened me, even though I'm not that so Raven, but I always have to see the future a little bit. But I could just see, you know, even a month from now, you know, having a platform where we can travel and meet our viewers and our listeners. I really have no limit for us.
Yes.
But that we're going to be healing our little girl in us.
Yes.
And that we could share the platform so others could heal their little boy, their little girl in them, and take life as a beautiful gift, being grateful and leaning on your love, because love will help you guide out of situations. So I am so happy. I don't even know how to end it, but that is, it's got to come to an end.
Breaking our own glass ceilings.
Yeah.
So with that, tell them where they can find us on socials.
Yes. So you can follow us on all social media platforms, which would be IG, Facebook, TikTok, and
Dun, dun,
the
dun, dun,
most special one, Patreon.
Yay.
Join us. We're creating our family, our tribe. Join us on Patreon. There will be a fee, but it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. All exclusive stuff. We will be having lots and lots of things planned in the future. So join our Patreon and spread the word. And we'd love to have everybody with us so that we can start following you guys.
Yes. We
Yeah.
love the interaction, and this is a community. So
Yep.
yeah.
And we will be doing this on Zoom. However, we are not on Zoom. We're on Riverside. Hi.
Yes.
But we will eventually have we'll have sessions. We'll be in the same studio, and I can't wait for that to happen in the future too. But so far, we did that.
Yeah. Clock that tea.
Clock that
Have a
tea.
good day.
Have a good day. And we are Haitians.
Oh, we're Haitian, baby.
We're Haitian. We're Haitian, baby.
We're Haitian, baby. I
see it. Mwah, love you.
Wait, I'm trying to do it like the kids, but I never do it. They
Oh,
say
but
my
that's a good
do it
heart.
like
Mine
this,
look all
and the
crazy.
kids do it like this.
Ooh, oh.
Exactly.
My nails making it look weird. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye, love you.